Hi everyone. I'm going to start from this last project, 1, and create the setup for projects 2, 3, and 4. So I've opened up the history here, and I'm just backing up to the point where I have a new file with 2 layers on it. And if you are starting from scratch, just create a brand new file, which would be about 10 by 12 at 240 dots per inch. And grab yourself the elliptical marquee and create a fairly large, fairly bold circle. Don't be shy here. And put it on its own layer. It doesn't matter which of these layers, it's fine. And then with black in the foreground, grab your bucket tool and fill it. Okay, and now I can deselect that, and if I click the letter V on my keyboard, it instantly selects the move tool, and because it's on its own layer, it'll move around. And to copy that, just go Control J, maybe J 3 times. So I held down the Control button and then hit J, J, J. If you have a Mac, it would be the Command button. And they're all stacked up right here, so I just use the Move tool and pull them out. Notice that they're fairly bold, fairly big, and it's chewing up a lot of space. Okay, next I want to do one more Control J, and I want to make this smaller using Control T, or free transform. So Control the letter T, and then hold down Shift, I'm sorry, Alt, just Alt, nope, Shift and Alt, because we want to not skew it and not turn it into an oval. We want perfect circles. Okay, to get these other perfect circles, I held down Shift, okay, so something sort of in the middle range like that. Make 3 sizes, and then let's copy that Control J, 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 the letter V for the Move tool, and move them out. All right, and then I'm going to copy one more, Control J, move it, and then Control T. So be bold. 3 big, bold, on a big enough document here. Hold down Shift and Alt, click and drag a corner, and maybe make 10 of these. So I'm going to hold down the Control key and go J, 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 J. Just like that, and then move them out. And kind of be random, don't be too exact here. One rule is that they need to be perfectly circular and not ovals. Another is that they should not overlap, like this shouldn't be like that. You want to create space, okay, in between each of these. And okay, good. So I have this random distribution of big and small circles, and they're perfect circles. And I'm filling up the space. Next we want to flatten all these layers together. So come up to the menu item, Layer, and near the bottom, Flatten Image. Now they're all locked into one background. Next, take the rectangle marquee tool and come over and hold down the Shift to get a perfect square again. This is important. And make it about, let's see, there it is. Make it about that big. And I want to just go around and find interesting designs here. And one rule is that you have to have black touch all 4 edges. Okay? And then so now I'm going to copy this, Control C, And then I'm going to go File New or Control N, and then say Create or OK right here. It's building this exactly to the pixel, to the size I just copied, and then you paste it. So Control V or Edit Paste. Bam. So big and bold, fill the frame, and then this will be saved as project 2.1. And then come over here, don't turn this off, just with it still on the marquee tool, just move it to a new position. Okay, so don't redraw this at a different size, that's also important. And I'm looking for black to touch all four sides. 1, 2, 3, maybe I'll move it over a little bit, 3 and 4. So copy that, Control C, Control N, create, same size. Control V. Back to the original. This time I'm going to pick up one that has a lot of black in it and not so much white. Okay, something like that. Copy it. Control N. So Control C, Control N, create. Control V. The shortcut for merging these together, which will help you, it's not that important. If you save a copy, it'll happen then, but Control and the letter E will merge them down into one background layer. Okay, and this is project 2.3. So moving on to project 3, what I want to do is do a straight repeat of these. And again, save 6 of these variations. Find 6 of these and label them project 2.1 through 2-6. Okay? Here's another one. But I'm going to move ahead now. And what I want to do here is copy this layer, Control J, J. I'm holding down the Control key and hitting the letter J. And I want 5 new ones on top of the background. And then I'm going to increase the canvas size. So I'm going Image, Canvas Size. And just to keep it simple, I'm going to take inches and turn it into percent and make my canvas 5 times wider with 500%. I'm going to anchor these on the left and say OK. Now to zoom out to see what we've got, Control and the number 0. Okay, and then I'm going to move these. Oops, wrong tool. Control D and snap them in here. So this is called a translation or a straight repeat. And I want to make a grid that's also vertical. So once again, I'm going to layer, flatten these down. Layer, flatten image. And then I'm going to copy that 5 times. So Control, hold it down, J, 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 J. And now I'm going to make the canvas 5 times taller. So Image, Canvas Size. And on the height, turn it to percent and make that 500. And you can anchor it at the top by clicking this top square and say OK. And then zoom out. I'm going to hide this. with a control and the number 0. Hold down control and hit 0. And then the letter V on your keyboard for your move tool, and just bring them down and snap them in. Okay. Oops. My computer is running a little bit slow because I've got a ton of things open here. And creating videos is fairly intensive for the processor. But snap, 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 nice and bold, just like that. Again, last layer, flatten image. Now save this as project 3.1. Save a copy, make sure it's a JPEG. And if I took another one of these, like this one, and I'll repeat the process again, this will be 3.2. So first is controlled, J, 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 J. I'm making 5 of these because the first background, well, actually this was not on the background. I didn't flatten it down. So I could have made 4 more. It doesn't matter. And then image, canvas size. And I think it's easier for you if I just take the width up 500% first and anchor it on the left, and OK. And then zoom out once this gets big with a control and 0. And then a V for your move tool. Click on the unit and drag it over and snap it in. Okay, so this is, again, another straight repeat grid pattern using our bold module that has black on all 4 sides. Okay, layer, flatten this down, and then make 5 copies on top of this one. This one's locked into the background, so control J, 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 J. Image, canvas size. Anchor it at the top and make your height percent 500. OK. Control 0, letter V, click and drag. So there's a rhythm that's set up that we couldn't have anticipated. And it's dynamic because all the parts and pieces touch one another, because our original module was bold and we have black touching all 4 sides. Okay, so layer, flatten image, and save this as project 3.2, and off you go. So you're using each of the original 6 modules here to create a new grid pattern, and put all 6 pieces away in your Google Drive in a subfolder labeled project 3, by the way. Okay, let's move on. Oh, I guess it's 13 minutes. I'll cut the video here and make a new one for the next project. See you on the next one.